Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an experience like no other. Tune in every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for The Mary D. Show, where the ordinary meets the extraordinary. The Mary D. Show brings you powerful insights and inspiring stories from a diverse range of guests. Join our incredible host, Mary D. Welch, as she sits down with thought leaders, business owners, and changemakers, sharing their journeys and successes. From career professionals and entrepreneurs to educators and beauty advisors, Mary D. Welch interviews sports figures and health enthusiasts, offering a platform for extraordinary voices. Explore the world of extraordinary people and places in business and finance, homes and real estate, beauty and wellness, education and empowerment, sports and health, and more. Want to be a guest on the show? Call 619-669-8603 or email Mary at marydwelch.com. Visit www.marydwelch.com to learn more.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mary D. Show. For those of you that are new here, my name is Mary D. Welch. I'm here live every Monday, bringing you outstanding guests. We have topics, you name it. We're doing it here. I know. First, before I get started, I want to say hi, live viewers. Hello, live viewers. And I also want to say hi to the replay viewers. Hi, replay viewers, because you're being here, and many of you tell people about the show. So thank you for that. Those of you that share the show, like the show, it really means a lot. So thank you. And I do want to say hi to our executive producer. Hi, babe. Oliver Welch is in the background. Those you guys don't see him, he is always there. We have sponsors for today's show. Front Page Publishing is one of the sponsors for the show. If you're looking to write a book, publish a book, go to Front Page Publishing and you can find out all the information you need to do that. Now, I know you guys are excited because I'm going to bring to the stage today this wonderful, wonderful lady. She is just a powerhouse of creativity. She's a writer. She's a producer, executive producer. She's also a casting director. I didn't put that on there, but she's a casting director. She's been so many things, and when it comes to producing movies, until I can't keep up with the different titles, but pretty much every aspect of a movie she knows about, or how to put a movie together. But let me give you read some of her introduction to you so you can get a little bit about her. So our guest today is Lynette J. Blackwell. She is a writer. She's a writer on the project Urban Flesh Eaters, which we're going to talk about more today. But she's on what I want to introduce you to and tell you about her. Some insights. She is a creative. Her groundbreaking collaboration is with Rob Bass, and how they are shaping the future of storytelling for women filmmakers of color. In addition to this film, she is also the writer and executive producer of stage plays. This is just one of her productions, and one play in particular went to actually 4 cities. So it actually had it was touring 4 cities. But I have a close relationship with this lady because she's a mentor to me. And I really have so much utmost respect for her and her creativity. I like to bring to the stage this wonderful lady. Her name is Lynette J. Blackwell. Lynette, are you there?
Hey, Mary.
Hi, Lynette. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm calming down. I think this weekend was really busy, but just kind of bringing everything down. I went to have you on and talk about this wonderful project you have, of which I'm in 3 scenes.
Yes, you were.
Those of you that saw the movie, I ran in the elevator, so you may have seen me run the elevator. The other one, I'm in the hallway, and I am one of the zombies, and they think I'm in the elevator when they see me in the background, Lynette. They're like, "Are you in the elevator scene?" I said, "We're actually in the foyer of the apartment complex." And
Which part is that? Where they think that you're in the elevator?
The one where I'm in the back where Chantel is talking and we're looking at the phone about where they can't get a connection, I think, and Akira is looking at her phone. They think
What?
that's the
I thought you were there.
I am there. I'm in that scene. I'm in that
Yeah,
scene.
okay. I was like, wait a minute, you are in that scene.
I'm in that scene. That
Okay.
was my movie debut was that movie. You know that, right?
Was it? No, you've been in something else before.
No. I've been on sets.
Oh, what? I think you have been in something before. You know what? This movie was a first for a lot of people. There was a lot of firsts in this movie. Um,
Right.
yeah, like Chantal's first time being a number one on a call sheet.
Yeah.
Maurice, both of them being executive associate producers. My first time and Pat's first time being executive producers. My
Wow.
first time being a producer on the ground, you know what I mean? And just so many others. I think, oh, Angie, who is our set director, she first time doing a full feature movie. So there was a lot of firsts on this movie. I could go on and on, but it was a lot
Yeah.
of things there. It was the first time for a lot of people.
Because and I can't call her name that did the costumes. What's
Angie.
oh, that was Angie. And then the other
Mm-hmm.
lady, the designs in the back, I mean staged everything in the background. What was her name? I can't think of her name. But she was, I
Are
think,
you are you talking about Angie, saying the set director? She's in charge of putting together the sets.
no, I'm talking about the costumes.
Oh,
Who
you're
did
talking about Deb. Yes,
oh,
Deb first time as a wardrobe. Yes,
correct.
wardrobe
So
designer. Yes.
basically we're all first.
Listen, we had a lot of firsts on here. Cheers to us on a lot of the firsts, and that won't be the last. But
No, no.
it was all of our firsts, and we did a great job at it. You know what I mean? I got to pat us on the back for this.
Well, I enjoyed it. It was, I tell people that, because people, they ask me, well, what's it like to be on a movie set and everything? And the first thing I tell them, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
Hmm.
Also, don't say it like that's it, that work, work, work. I said, but it's fun, it's interesting. It is to me. So I've had some people tell me, they're like, Mary, I can't watch that. I can't, and they're like, and they know I'm. Oops, I don't know what happened. I'm looking
Is
around.
it me? Is it me or is it you? Like, I don't know.
I shouldn't be either one of us. I'm all set
Okay.
up. No idea.
Okay, because
But
I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? I didn't hear everything you said, but
oh, okay.
yeah.
No,
Well,
and,
they say that they're scared of the movie. They don't want to watch it because they think it's a scary movie. It's
and I,
not, guys. It's not. Listen, we did set out to make a horror film. I love writing romantic comedies. This was definitely something. This is another first. Me writing in this genre. Um, Rob, Rob, who actually came to me and told me that he wanted me to write this film back in 2015. This film, he wanted some funny in it because you got to have some funny characters. First of all, you can't have a black film without somebody being funny. You know what I mean? So I started writing it with my niece, Dana J, and we just started making some of the characters, bringing some comedic, feels to it, not realizing that it was going to be as funny as it was. So
yeah.
I'm not mad at it because we, at this time in this day, we need to laugh, people. It's so much going on in the world. We want to laugh. Black people love to laugh. I mean, everybody likes to laugh, but I'm just saying for our race, we love to laugh. So it's good that a lot of people are being entertained by it and they are coming back saying how hilarious it is. So I'm accepting that it is a horror comedy. They gave a name for it the other day. Hor- Uh, God, don't let me start jacking up it, but it's a horror, it's horror and comedy together, like a rom
It,
com. It's horror and comedy together. So they came up with a new genre for it. So we're accepting it. We're good with it.
it is, and I'll tell anybody, when you're watching it, it's not. Well, I don't want to say it's not scary because I actually, seriously, I got a text last night. She goes, I tried to watch it, but I got too scared, and I kept telling her, I said, it's what you no people do, you know, and
So
I
well, no, yeah, it depends on your temperament. You might can't take it, and you know the little things that's happening could be scary for somebody. I love that genre, so for me it wasn't scary like that.
but
Like there was a few jump scares, but you know we were in the moment, so like for me I'm not gonna be scared
yeah,
because we were there on set, we wrote it, and I really feel like it was more intense.
yeah,
That's how I look at it. It's an intense film with some jump scares, with some comedy. You know,
yeah.
it's a thriller. It's, you know, you're gonna have some one-liners that you're gonna remember and want to say, and that's, you know, something great also.
It is. It is. It would. I would tell anybody watch it. And for me to say that is saying a lot. I'm gonna be honest. If people be that know me, I'm the person that's not.
Oh, Mary, we went out again. Is it me or is it
This,
her, guys?
this, listening. All I can tell you guys, hang on. I will have to
We
send
don't know
a.
what it is. That's the
Yeah,
devil. That's the
I'm
devil.
sending. Do you know now I have over 200 shows? I cannot tell you. I think this may be the first time I've seen this happen. Can you imagine that?
This the devil. Listen, in the name of Jesus, you will not succeed on this live today. Hallelujah. You're gonna go someplace else with that. You know, we are binding your mouth in your hands right now in the name of Jesus. Like we don't play that.
That's absolutely.
Get out of here with that.
I don't know. It never happens. That's why I'm like,
Listen,
wow.
we're gonna keep it moving. It's okay.
Okay. Then how did you come up with the idea for this? Where did you guys start from?
Well, exactly like I said in the beginning, like Rob is a horror, well, I'm not gonna say a horror fanatic. He does like horror films, but he loved zombie movies. So
Mhm.
Night of the Living Dead, that franchise, that is his thing. You know what I mean? Walking Dead, we were into, you know, watching. So he is big on that. So one day in like 2015, he was like, I want you to write me a zombie movie, you know, in the hood. And I was like, okay. But at that time, I was not writing films. I was just doing my plays. So I had not written a film yet. I mean, it's something I always, you know, wanted to do, but I was, you know, doing plays. And
Right.
then we sat down, my niece, two of my nieces actually, and one of my girlfriend's daughter, we went to a Panera Bread and sat down and started kind of mapping out what it might look like to make this
Right.
film. And
Right.
then it was tabled, you know. Then I got into this program, the Access Granted program with Tressa Azarel, where me and you, Smallwood, where you and I have met. And I got
Right.
into that program. And then he came back to me and was like, what's going on with my zombie film? And by then I had a film on BET Her.
Yeah.
I had, I think, before we started writing it, I was in the process of Style Me for Christmas, where I
Right.
co-wrote with Julene Flerman. That was in the process of being made. So I was like, you know what? I think I can do it right now. So my niece and I sat down and we started just researching, watching films. We watched like A Train to Busan because we knew the central location was going to be a building because we already came up with that plan. So we
Right.
started watching films that were centralized in one location for the majority of the film. And we just started watching films and I started researching, looking at scripts, like how they wrote it, because it is a difference in how you write a rom-com to how you write you know, a genre like this, because it has to be a little more intense
Right.
and it just takes as far as the actions and things like that. So we sat down, we just researched it really hard, and then we started writing it. It took 2 years to get it to the
Oh.
end because at that time I was in on so many sets. I was traveling a lot, doing so many movies. They were overlapping. I did by the time was done, I didn't want to write. I didn't want to even think about a movie because my brain was done from traveling and being a production coordinator on set and a casting director. I'm grateful for the opportunities, but it was a lot to go back to do something for myself. And then
Right.
finally, in the last year when we started writing it, we just was consistently meeting once a week, writing once a week, writing, you know, until we got it done.
Wow. Well, we have some questions from our audience. They
Oh,
are.
okay.
This is
Hello,
Victoria.
audience.
Hi, Mary. How you doing? I'm fine, Victoria. She's Dr. Victoria, and I'm so
Hey,
proud.
Dr. Victoria.
She received her doctorate earlier this year. Earlier this year she did. So hi, Victoria. Nice to see you. And then there's some names I know you're going to recognize. One, me going down the list. This is Tamika. She says, hi, Lynette.
Oh,
She said,
you know
Tamika.
Tamika.
Yeah,
That was you know Tamika. Okay.
you know I met Tamika.
Tamika played Shaniqua.
Oh, no.
Shaniqua.
Strange Love. That's why I met her.
Yes, that's right. She was on Strange Love. Yes,
I met
yes.
her. She was the preacher lady on, on the lake.
And,
No, the
and the
lady.
church lady in this one too. So yeah, she stayed in that role. We gotta stop typecasting her for real.
And she, as soon as I saw her come through the doors, it's when you go to, this was at the premiere a few weeks ago, and you see people, it's like, wow, it's a good feeling that even with whether she did work on this movie, but even if they hadn't worked on that movie, and you just see people from other sets, it's still exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is Charles Radney. Charles said, hello, Mary. Hi, Charles. He's a super fan. That's what I call.
Hey, Charles. Hey, super fan. It's good to have those. Look.
I'm gonna say 10 that are and I'm so grateful for them. But they're here literally pretty much every week, and we look forward to it. And so we got to get you a rotation, Tamika.
Tamika.
She said that.
Well, listen. Well, that was Deborah. I think I don't know which part she's talking about. Tamika, I don't know what you're talking about. But wait, let's go back to Tamika.
Okay.
Yes, you have to get Tamika on your show because Tamika just had her play called Side Chicks Anonymous down in Atlanta. Yeah, she just did 2 shows, sold out shows. Go Tamika Taylor. That's my sis right there. And she has been with me since 2017. She's been working with me off and on. We've been friends since I met her in 2017, and we've been connected ever since. She's a great, great person, great sister to have.
And she supports. She supports. She already told me.
Yes, she does.
She said, if you're doing it, Tamika's gonna be there. That's what she said.
Yes, she is. I'm telling you, you gotta get her on your show, Miriam. She got a lot to talk about. A journey.
Is get her number, and I'll go to her IG and I will send her a message. Hi, Franklin. Hello, everyone. Laura Ann, I'll say she's a super fan. She's a new super fan, but she's a super fan. She's been on the show too. Yes, I know. I'm going down the list here. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Okay, there we go. And Tamika, you said Angie did design. Yep.
Yes.
That's what we said. Angie did. Yeah. And then that's what she was saying about it was Deborah. Did she say it was Deborah that did the costumes? That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what I said. Deb. Yeah, Deb did the costumes.
Oh, okay.
But I was mixing up who you were talking about. I thought you were talking about Angie.
Oh, okay. And then she has, let me go back up. We have Lynette. Lynette is a super fan. Lynette lives 2 blocks from me.
Hey, Lynette.
Like so shocked. Hi, Lynette. And when I need someone to look things up for me, Lynette will do she's my fact checker.
Okay. Hey, Net. Hey, Net over there.
Oh, it makes a difference. And Tamika, you were saying it's definitely a must see. It is a must see. Oh, we didn't even say you can see the movie on Tubi. You can also see it. There's 2 places, Lynette.
Yeah, if you don't want to have to deal with the ads, go to Apple TV, pay $5 for that. It's only $5, $4.99 actually. But if you're okay with the ads, you can watch it for free on Tubi.
All right. So we're gonna make
Urban Flesh Eaters.
Yes, go see it. Oliver, I think we have it on one TV. Yes, Urban Flesh Eaters on one, and the other TV. I think he may have it on both. He was making sure.
Thanks, Oliver.
Make sure.
Listen, go see because we worked hard on this. Okay, everyone. When I tell you the independent filmmaker making, we don't have a machine behind us, so people coming to watch, and support. It's free to support. Like I said on Tubi, we really appreciate it. It really helps us to be seen. Don't forget to do a thumbs up if you watch it, and if you liked it, give us a thumbs up and tell your friends about it. It's free to support, and it's free also to tell your friends or family about it. We appreciate you.
And a lot of people, I've been getting texts back because I sent it out on the email. And they're like, I watched it, I liked it. And then they'll say, I saw you in the elevator seat. That's what I I'm like, because I tell them I'm in there. I said, but if you blink, you're gonna miss me now. But I'm in there.
No, you have to like when we see your face real good, especially in the hallway scene when you're standing in the background. Like, stop it. You listen. You made your debut.
No,
Okay.
that's for sure with that. And then all of
Yeah.
us, hi Lynette, welcome to the show. We are finally glad to have you. Also, thanks to the audience and repeat followers.
I know Oliver. She's been trying to get me here for a minute. My apologies. I'm here though. I'm here.
But you know what? At the time I was trying to get you, that's when it was really a boom with film, with Megamind. And I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
now it's a little calmer, just a little bit. And
Right now it's calm. Right now it's calm, but I'm busy with Urban Flesh Eaters, and now people are telling me I need to do a part two. So I'm sitting down trying to think about what that looks like. But
right,
it's a little calmer, but I just realized from May until now, it was crazy. But I didn't even realize it because I was so focused, I was so hyper focused on all the stuff I was doing from
right.
May into now because I casted two projects. I was in a creative producer on another project. I jumped on and helped to write a project that they just finished filming, and then it was Urban Flesh Eaters, getting that ready. My grandmother's 90th birthday, so all that
Woo!
from May until like September was crazy for me, and I didn't even realize it because I was just on autopilot, just doing the work. And it wasn't until I stopped and took a moment to breathe that I was like, okay, what just happened? Like all of that just happened, and it was
Yeah,
like, wow, you know what I mean? So
it's a
now
lot.
I'm getting a little breather. I'm not complaining about it. You know what I mean? So like I'm taking it in stride.
You probably need it. It's like that balance. It's kind of balancing, out again kind of thing.
I
But
mean,
maybe
I need it. My body definitely tells me I need it, but my mind is so used to doing something that when I have that downtime, I don't know what to do with it, to tell you the truth. I'm sitting back like, what am I supposed to do now? And I don't really like that. I don't like too much idle time.
right.
So I'm always have something to do. You know what I mean? It's just those times when I have things that um they're scheduling, like they have deadlines. It's different than now when I just got time and I could just get. I work better under pressure. I've always have, and I don't like that, but then I do. So
I get it. I get it. But those deadlines, they're real things.
mhm.
They want things in a certain time. But the thing of it is, and oh, it's only a brief pauses. I wonder why. See, this is what
It
happens. So
hasn't done it in a while, so let's let that. I think Tamika put that up a while ago. It hasn't happened, so let's keep moving so it don't happen again. I think I
let's,
prayed the devil away, like we going.
do you remember? Here's someone from the mentee program. You remember that name?
Hi, that's why. See you in so long. Gotta come back to the Mitzi program.
I think she went out. Well, I don't know. She's out. She's doing book tours now. She
Oh,
from
oh, well, listen, I gotta get a check on you and buy a book. I gotta support you, definitely. So I have to go to your page. And or send me some information on it, please, on IG. But she says that she usually doesn't watch horror, but I was so excited to watch it. Oh, thank you so much.
No, I
See,
know.
you lived through it. You okay? You okay? Everybody's surviving.
You said you did nothing happened. Nothing bad. But it's
No.
good to see you,
Mm-mm.
Bonnie. Hi, White Bonnie. It's good to see you. Always, always. And then
Mm-hmm.
another comment I like to see, and it is from Doctor. Oh, you said thanks, ladies. Oh, you're welcome, Dr. Victoria. You're so welcome. Because
You're
she was saying that
welcome.
she didn't see something horror either. But I'm like, it's not that bad, people.
Mm.
When they see it, then they go, oh, I see what you mean. It wasn't that bad. And
Yeah.
they like the super too. Tamika, you
I
said,
think you're gonna laugh more than you're gonna be scared. I think
yeah,
that's what I got to say about it.
I agree. I agree. You said look. You said look. Is that what you mean?
She's saying laugh out loud. She's laughing.
Oh, okay. What? Oh,
Something we said. Something we said. Don't know.
okay. And then she sent the smile that they're laughing too.
Yeah, it
And
was
then
something we said.
we have here. And this,
That's my best friend.
oh,
Since 12 years old. We've been best friends since 12 years old.
wow, Superwoman. Oh,
Yeah. I'm
Now,
surprised she didn't put this other thing up that she always puts up. I can't think of it. Little Magic. It's
oh,
a running joke we have.
oh, I
Thank
was
you,
gonna,
BFF.
did she put up when you guys were in New York and you had
Yes, she was there and one of the people in when we had the billboard in New York. Yes.
and then she said let another comment. She said, absolutely. I am a scaredy cat and I don't do horror, but I love this movie. Wow. That is
And I
one.
didn't and I didn't and I didn't pay her to say that either. Like
I would love
she
to hear.
did love it. She did love it. She
Wow.
called me. She was so proud. She like it
Yeah,
felt really, really good
it
to
is.
get, to hear her feedback on the movie.
Oh, that's wonderful. She said,
Nanette,
and
you're gonna be fine, Nanette. I'm telling you, from one net to another, girl, you're gonna be fine.
I have to remind myself it's only a movie.
Uh-oh, Mary, you went out again. Mm-mm,
What's going
Mary.
on? I'm sitting here
Now you
going,
back. You're
oh,
back.
yeah. But now I have the end. See, at the end of every show, they always say, "How was your show?" And I'm going to say, we had problems with the connection for some reason. I don't know why, but you know what? Life. That's why I say life. Well, let me ask you.
Mhm.
Lynette, you said after this, now you're going into another project, or you?
No, I just finished another project in September that just
Okay,
got filmed. I jumped on that. It was already a project that had been written. I jumped on it to fix the script. And they filmed it, and now that's done. I don't know when that's coming out. Probably next year.
okay,
One of the other films that I casted and I was a creative producer on is Vanish, by
okay,
Audra Nicole. And that one, I don't know when that's coming out, but it's done. And then I worked on another film called Glamping. Um, Mary, you gone again.
I remember that
But
from class.
Glamping,
Mhm.
yeah, I casted that one. I casted a movie called Glamping, and those
Okay,
are the projects. So right now, what I'm working on is Urban Flesh Eaters, and now maybe developing a part two.
okay, got you. Well, I
Mm-hmm.
can tell you, you have the audience is growing, growing, growing. If they haven't seen it, I tell friends, I tell family, I tell everybody I know, go see it. And I got a text. Was it this morning? A lady said she was going by. Her husband was watching it because I sent the email out, so he went on and
Yeah.
and I thought, yes, you guys, they're doing what you.
Yeah.
Please go in and watch it because for those of you who are not aware, on independent filmmakers, you're watching it increases then they can afford to make other films because of you watching them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that support that makes a difference. If you come out and say, yes, I want to see more, or I want to see this movie, then now they'll be able to make more movies. And I'm sure Lynette can't wait to,
Yes.
because I mean, ideas, I've heard this before and it's true. Ideas are in the air. That's what I always say. They're here. It's just us taking them and putting them on paper and bringing those characters to life. Because if we don't do it, think about right now. I tell people there's no more barriers to entry. If you want to write. If you want whatever it is you want to do, it can be done at this point. You don't
Yes.
have. It used to be you had to get permission from Hollywood to do it to make a movie because the cameras alone were hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's no longer the case. So you can, I mean, if you want to do it bad enough, you will, make it happen. But don't feel like you can't do it anymore. Don't feel like someone did, like in class, the gentleman said, if you want to act, take classes. If that's what you want to do, be an
Mm-hmm.
actor, take classes. We really call them talent on the sets, but take the classes. And that's the same thing. Another gentleman was on the show. He's an actor. He said, I tell anybody, just start where you are and take classes. He goes, that's the only thing I've
Mm-hmm.
done. And I still continue. He said he's still, he's on commercials. He said, I still take classes. I still sit
Mm-hmm.
back. Of
Well,
all of
the first step I would say is to take the first step.
right.
If it's something that you really want to do, even if you're scared to do it, I was afraid in a sense to move. This was the first time that I've been on so many sets and I've worked in so many departments, but
Mm-hmm.
to now step out and do my own thing where I
Yeah.
am now leading the charge, it was scary, but you know what? I knew that I could do it. I had faith that I could do it because God told me and he gave me all the training over the last 5 years or 4 years. Well, it would have been 4 years at that time, working on countless sets. So I
Mhm.
knew that I felt comfortable, and I felt I can do it. And once we were done, I was like, wow, like that really happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you gotta have faith in yourself, and faith without works is dead. So you gotta have faith, you gotta work it, you gotta pray on it. You know what I mean? You've been sowing seeds, watering them seeds, God will bring the increase, but you won't know until you try. And yeah, you may fail, and it's okay to fail, but trying. I always say success is in trying.
Yeah.
People think success is in getting it completed. It's not always that. Sometimes it's just trying. And if you fall, you get back up and you continue doing it. But make sure you surround yourself with people who have knowledge to do what you want to do. One of the mistakes, and I hate to call it a mistakes, but one of the mistakes I made when I first started was I wasn't surrounding myself with people who have done it. I was surrounding myself with people who also wanted to do it. And I was
Right.
leaning on them, you know, to be educated in this field. And they really, how could you educate somebody if you've never done it, if you've never been successful at it? So I
Right.
found myself when I started doing plays, I found myself, failing at certain things because I didn't have someone who could tell me what to do, like how to market it, how to get people's butts in the seats, writing it, like what's wrong with the script. I didn't have those people in my life. So I was going to YouTube University. I was asking anybody I want to know what that I knew. I was begging people for help, begging. It wasn't like I wasn't trying to get people in to help me. I was begging people who were out there who was doing it, and they would
Right.
not help me. They would not help me. And I could not understand for the life of me why, when you see someone trying to do something, why, if you have the know-how, why wouldn't you help? It wasn't until, and just to fast forward, when I started making my films, I made two short films. The first short film I don't like to talk about because it was a horrible experience. The second short film, I did. We put in some film festivals, won some awards, and that's when I was like, I definitely want. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Then I started begging again, help me, and it wasn't until 2020 when I
Mhm.
got up in January, we went to New Year, and you make these declarations and everything. And I said, God, I really want to do this. And I just need you to show me the way. And wherever you lead me, I will follow, and I'm going to do whatever you say. That's what I told God in January. So in March, or maybe it was February, I started seeing in my timeline this post for a film summit in Maryland. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, I don't know any of these people. The only person I know was Clifton Powell. That's the only face I recognized. I didn't
Right.
know Tressa at the time. I didn't know anybody. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, it's only 2.5 hours away from me. It doesn't cost a lot of money. You know what? Let me go. I put my suitcase together. I paid for it. Put my suitcase in the car. I did not book a hotel because I said if I get here and it's janky, I'm turning back. I'm coming home. You know, that's, you just never know. And I
Oh, I
got there the first day, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I am absolutely loving all of this information I'm getting. So I
yeah.
booked the hotel. Actually, the hotel I was hosting, I booked a hotel room. I stayed for the next day. And then I was like, I'm hooked, right? I want to do this.
Yeah.
Now, here comes the caveat of it all. We're sitting in now this room after it's over. 2 days, you've learned so much, you've been given so much information, you're inspired. And we're sitting in this room now because it's like, do you want to join the mentorship? So
Hmm.
now I'm sitting there and I'm hearing money. Like, okay, this is how much it's going to cost for you to do this mentorship, right? My brain was like, And I'm sitting there like, I ain't paying for this. Like, I done got enough information. I'm going back to YouTube. What? How much is it? I'm not doing it, right?
Lynette.
And God, I'm just serious. This is how I was thinking. I was like, I'm not doing this. No, no, no. God was like, what did you tell me? I
Wow.
had a conversation with God. God was like, what did you tell me? And I was like, you right, God, you right. I said, okay. I clicked my brain back on. I started listening. And then I took out my card, paid for the first month, called up hubby, and was like, guess what? So let me tell you about it. Gave him all the good stuff about it. Didn't tell him how much it cost. I knew he was gonna be like, you better go back and tell them no. So I'm like telling him all about it and everything. He's like, oh, it sounds real good. Yeah, I believe in this. I think this is gonna work. I'm so excited. He's good. Then COVID happens. This next week, COVID happens. Everything shut down.
Yeah.
Now, for all you out there don't know, hubby is Rob Bass. He's on tour, right? And he's all his shows canceled. Because now we're on a shutdown, lockdown, everything. He
Yeah.
comes back to me now. He's like, how much did you say this was again? And I'm like, oh, so I tell him. I tell him the monthly. I didn't tell him the whole thing because the whole thing he would have fainted. I said, it's this per month. And he's like, well, how many months? It's like 8 months. He was like, hold up. You guys can't, no, you can't do that. I said, no, I believe in this. I really believe in this. He was like,
Hmm.
nah, But then I said, I believe in it. So got through month one. Month two, he came back. How much is this thing again? No, you gotta cancel it. I said, no, I believe in this. We gotta do this. Third
Yeah.
month come, he came back same story. I said, hey, we're not having this conversation again. I believe because by then we were doing so much. Remember, you were in it. We were doing so much, learning so much. I was like, I'm not leaving it. I
Right.
said, we just want to keep paying for it. That's it. He said, okay. We kept paying for it. That was March. By December, I had made back the money that he paid for it and then
Right.
some by getting my first network credit on BT Her for my short film for
Wow.
their health initiative called It Takes Two. I made the money back.
Wow.
That's God.
It is God. And you've been
Mhm.
going literally a trajectory ever since, Lynette. Ever since.
When I tell you, I stood up in that place in front of Tressa, first time meeting her, and I said to everyone in that room that this ground was good ground to plant your seed. I didn't know her, but I just felt good about it. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, ever since that was 2020, I have 20 plus movies under my belt. Either I'm a casting director, production coordinator, production manager,
Oh, we,
producer,
we
a
free.
writer. Like just from that, me believing, me telling God what I wanted that year, me believing
I
God
don't
could
know
do
what
it.
is. No, there's something going on here.
Yeah. Listen,
But
I'm gonna keep talking until you come back. So,
okay. Now you said
so
you have 20 plus movies under your belt.
yes, 20 plus movies under my belt where I'm either a writer, a casting director, production manager, production coordinator, probably some
Mhm.
other stuff, but those are my main credits. And this all stemmed from me believing God, stepping out on faith,
We
going
freezing,
to
but we
Maryland.
here. Just give it a second, ladies and gentlemen, and the
What happened?
system's gonna catch up because you don't want to miss this. Go on, Lynette.
Oh,
We're not,
do you need me to say it again?
are we heard? Go on, yeah, go on, yeah, because there's so many. The hats until yes, go on. I want them to
Okay.
hear the things you've done.
Okay. So I have like 20 plus credits. If you go to my IMDb, you'll see them. 20 plus credits where I'm either a writer, a casting director, a production manager, production coordinator, and probably have some other credits, but those are my main credits.
Right.
And a creative, I just got my first creative producer credit, which means I helped develop the script. So I got my first credit for that. And
Wow.
I've and this all stemmed from me believe like speaking because he said asking you shall receive. So I
Yeah.
spoke what I wanted that year because when I tell you I have been struggling trying to get into this field for years. And I that year I was so intentional about what I wanted. And I told God what that was. And I believed in it. I put the seed in the ground. I was saying earlier that I stood in front of Tressa and the people at the summit and said to everyone that I felt this ground was good ground, good soil. Because I truly felt that. I felt like God spoke to me that day, that weekend. And all this stemmed from meeting her, just believing, getting up, putting my suitcase together, driving down to Maryland, not knowing what was waiting for me. And I went by myself. Usually I'm calling people and saying, come with me,
Day.
Mary, yeah, usually I'm calling people and I'm saying, come with me. I
No,
said,
I
no,
see.
I need to do this on my own.
No, no. It said when you're saying, you just told me about this is good ground, and you told
Yeah.
everybody,
So
about
I told everybody
that
it was
this
good
is where
ground.
you're planting your seed. It was here,
And I planted it.
and we're
And it
freezing
just,
again.
I think you're
Going on
freezing,
here.
Mary.
I do not know.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I don't think it's me,
So
but I
we
think
have
it
to
may
just
be you.
roll with it, ladies and gentlemen. We
Yeah.
back. Okay. But you were saying it's good seed.
I
That's
was
what you.
saying it was good ground to
Uh-huh.
plant a seed. And I said that by me believing in God and just getting up and taking my suitcase and driving down to Maryland, I didn't know what was waiting for me, but I just knew that God had something for me. So, you
Um,
know, and
but
now I'm
look,
here.
I was gonna say, just imagine, think about that was only 5 years ago.
2020.
That is literally nothing. In 5 years, all these things, 20 movies in 5 years, just that alone, Lynette. That's
But
huge.
movies and a series because I did three seasons of Wicked City. So I
Wow.
casted that and production coordinating on the first season.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
and
God is
then
amazing.
I was her casting assistant. Which one? Which one?
Yes.
I have to
Who,
put
which
my
one you were
little
the casting assistant for? I,
oh, I know Tanisha Welch. I was a casting assistant for Tanisha.
okay. Tanisha
Yeah,
Welch. Yes.
the one. That was
Yeah.
my credit as a casting assistant. I wanted to see if
hmm
more messages. Okay, I want to make before I go on because I'm listening to you and the volume of what has happened is just literally. This is really telling you that the prayers work. That's what you're saying. Is prayers
hmm
don't take what you're praying lightly. If you were praying and I think really you gave God something to work with. You said this is what I really want. But like you said, you brought your suitcase but wouldn't check in the hotel because you weren't sure. You weren't sure if it really was what they're saying it was.
Well,
That's
that's
what
still where that doubt comes in. You believe, but then you're like, you know what I mean? But
it
yeah,
is.
once I got there, like I said, and I heard what I heard, and I was receiving so much, I knew that this was it for me. This is the path that I need to go on. I knew this was going to give me what I've been asking God for, and it has. I mean, I had to put my seatbelt on because this roller coaster ride has been crazy. You know what I mean? It's been good crazy, good
Well,
trouble.
I see you. You're definitely good trouble. I see when I see trust, I see you. It's become you guys have a partnership.
Oh, Mary, you gone again?
You hear me? Oh,
I can hear you now. You said we have a
okay.
partnership.
I said you and Tressa are.
hmm
That's how much you guys work so well together. It shows. I saw it on the set of Strange Love when you guys were working there,
Mm.
and that's when I could tell there was a trust in your abilities and everything like that. So but I've been on. I'm gonna say, at least seven. I think 6 or 7 sets that I've worked on. But I'm always below the line. But that means, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not in front of the camera. I'm behind the camera. I tend to be production. Um, well, I'm usually crafty or a production assistant, or yeah, those are the two I tend to be. But now I'm going to move into another, but then I write too. I just have to get,
hmm
but I keep on writing. That's what somebody was saying.
hmm
You have to just keep writing and keep bringing ideas and that kind of thing. But
I mean, because if you write a little bit every day, you'll get to the finish line, but you have to make the time for it.
it does. Yeah, I think you have to love it, actually. It's not, and you don't do it because you love it. You do it because you know this is what you want to do and that you want to see it. Who was someone tell
hmm
me? just make a short. And I said, because I
Yeah.
was told if you can make a short, you can make a feature. And
Yeah, but
but
sometimes you have to start with a short. You know what I mean? I started with a short. It's just
okay,
so you can get it done. I mean, it's a little different because you've been on set, so you know what it entails. But I said maybe just getting your feet wet and getting it done because a short is going to be quicker to write and quicker to shoot. And maybe if you just get it done, you'll feel more inclined to, now go and write that feature.
yes,
You
for sure.
know?
Oh, it's there. It's I have like few ideas. The one some
Mm-hmm.
of them are
Okay, you go on again.
still like I'm still amazed at the audience. I
Okay,
don't
I
even
don't know if you said something. Oh, you talking about your Wi-Fi today?
know. I said I'm just amazed because I've never had to do this. I've never had. That's why I'm sitting here going, wow. Okay, audience, we're still here. Let me tell you that we're still
We're
here.
still
I
here. Mhm.
audience had questions for you. Do you guys have any questions for Lynette to ask her about because she didn't start off in right now she's the executive producer of this movie, but that's not where she started. This is
Mhm.
progression to now she has her own movies and now I mean and your own production company. So that's your own production company too, Lynette.
Yeah, we did. We have our own production company, but it's more so for just making, like writing right now, making movies, but not
Mhm.
as far as having a crew of, cameras and stuff. We still have to outsource for that, but we
Right.
do have our own production company.
Okay. Wow. 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 And then not about was it 2 weeks ago we had the premiere for Urban Flesh Is.
Yeah, it was amazing. Shout out to
It,
Lena and director Jonathan for hosting it in their company. Oh my God, it's now I just slipped my mind. Ghost Strand Media for hosting it for us down in Atlanta. It was so much fun. Oh, I had such a good time.
it really was. I was sitting. I said, "That's." I've been to premieres before. That's the first time I've ever been on the red carpet. I was
See,
all
another first.
another first. Normally, because I don't know why I didn't. I was at the premiere for Strange Love, and it was in L.A. But I just didn't. I don't know why. I guess I could have, but I didn't know that I could. If that made sense.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to make this very inclusive because I appreciate everyone who took the time to be on set working so hard. We're a small budget. We don't have that big budget. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, this was love, you know what I mean? Relationships. So I appreciate everyone. So for me, I wanted to make sure everybody got an invitation to the premiere, red carpet, just to celebrate all of us because we couldn't do it without everybody in the crew or the cast. Like we couldn't do it without them,
Oh,
without everyone. So I'm about being inclusive when it comes to them. I made sure that list was done first before we invited anybody else.
wow. Well, I was just glad to be there. I know Oliver and I said, well, we're in California. Maybe we shouldn't go to Atlanta. I thought, wait a minute. You get to go to a premiere. We're going. This is one of those you don't want
Mary gone.
to
You
so
go.
like shocked. I was we
So
were
you said you were saying you told him that you were going
yeah, we said
to
we
right. Yeah. I mean, y'all travel all the time. Like y'all retired and stuff. Y'all can go wherever y'all want to go. Like I want to be like you when I grow up a little bit more. A couple of years, few years.
no, we have been blessed to be able to do that. I would be the first because I never even talk about the fact that we're travel agents. I never even I don't think I shared that with you guys.
No, you haven't. Oh, well, congratulations. So even more. You know what I mean? Why you should be traveling. Yeah. So no, we were happy. We were happy to have you there. I'm glad that your family was able to come.
Oh, we were too. They were too. They were all excited. Pictures all, you know how you going. You have to do the social media thing. How can you not?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were excited too. They're like, Mom, well, one of the sons said, Mom, do you have an IMBD? And I said, yes. And he goes, and he said it. I mean, it was so like, and I'm saying, yeah, and acting like he said, why are you acting like that's nothing? Or so I said,
Yeah.
I'm not acting like it's nothing. I'm grateful for it, but I don't know what you want me to say. Yes, I do.
That's our calling card. You know what I mean?
And he's like,
That's our
and
calling card.
he pulls it up and he goes, "Mom, you have an IMDb?" Yeah, I do. I know. But I think for those, if you're not in the, and I wasn't in that industry, you don't really know if those credits mean a lot. That
They
means
do.
it's showing what you've done in that industry. But I'm from the educational background, and this is all new to relatively new to me. But I would tell anybody, just as you said at the beginning, just start. Just start. I
Just
think
start.
that's the hardest part. As they say, the hardest part is to start. And
Yes.
you are going to be afraid, and you are going to be all of those feelings. This is what I've learned. That's part of that learning curve. You are, at least I'm speaking for me. I call it a learning curve, and sometimes it gets hard, and sometimes it's easy, but it's still you're learning the whole time. And like our mentor says, you never stop learning. You never
Hmm.
learning. You will be in this type of field, and I think probably any field. It's a constant. It's who you are. It's what it makes you learn and then get better at what you do. Is you just never don't sit back and say I know it all. Nobody knows it all. So,
Hmm.
or two, um, with the one I'm working on now that you mention it, maybe I should look at doing it as a short. And now that I think
Which
about,
one? The one that you've been working on?
no, this is a
Mm,
new. This is
a
the
new
one.
one. Yeah. So maybe you need to do it as a short. Start off and just get it done. But sometimes, when you're trying to do something because you never get to the finish line, you kind of give up on it. I
Mhm.
think once you get it done and it's yours and you go and you shoot it, it's going to take you in a whole different direction. Your mindset is going to change. You're going to want more. Like
Yeah,
right now, I am fiending for more. I can't wait. Even though it was a lot of work to get to this place, I can't wait to do another movie that
yeah,
that's mine. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I'm just telling you, just do it. Like Nike said, just do it.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I've
Yeah.
already talked to some people that just let me know what you're doing. I'm interested. I like to invest in your film, and I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I need to get there first. But they're already some people have already invested in other people, so they know this is the process. I said, okay,
Yeah.
we'll let you know when we get to that point, and we start having meetings as to this for investors to invest in a movie. But
Right.
I still have a ways to go. The goal for me first, as you know, is to have a script, a good script. Let's start with,
Hmm.
and then we'll go from there. But e-
Yeah.
when I started with the mentee program, I didn't even know what a log line was. I didn't know what a synopsis was. I knew nothing. So for me to start there, and now I'm writing scripts, it's like, okay, you have definitely come a long way just to get there.
Yeah. You have, and I'm very proud of you.
Well, thank you, Lynette. Because
You're welcome.
I always say you're my boss lady. I say that.
She just say that.
I do. I always say that. And Oliver says, oh, he said he has another comment. Oliver says, we have slight glitches and pauses, but still good. Well, thank you, Oliver. Because we can't, all I see is it disappears, but I just keep talking. I don't know if it's picking it up or not. We're just talking right through it for sure, for sure. That I know. Are you now that, oh, you said you're not ready yet to start filming again, but you're fiending to film again to start getting back on a set.
Not well next year. Right now, I want to spend. I'm ready for the holidays. I want to get ready. I want to put my tree up early, and I just feel like I want to get into that mode because I feel
Okay.
like it is the happiest time of the year, the most wonderful time, and people are happier, and I just want to just kind of get that energy. So I think I want to do that, and I really just want to sit on my couch and watch movies and chill. I don't want to have to do too much work. This season, and unless I have to. But I would like to just chill out for a minute, you know?
Yeah. They're not, are they filming right now? I,
No, nobody's filming right now. No. I think
um,
everything's done. I don't know when the next time they're gonna film.
okay. Because I know at one time I think it was four going on at the same time.
Yeah, I think they're done. I think everything's just in right now, editing, post, like
Post.
just getting ready to be put out. Yeah, I think that's just what's happening now. And everybody just needs to take a little break.
And
So
enjoy, like you said, calm down. You get to watch. And now when I watch TV, I watch it differently. Definitely. I'm looking for, is this story making sense? Or did they, sometimes it's funny to catch where they have one outfit on in one scene and another outfit on in the same scene at another, that kind of thing. And it's things I never used to watch before. And now I pay attention to
Mm,
those kind of things.
yeah.
For sure.
Continuity and all that. Yeah. Yeah, but this has been really really good and everything. I'm just happy that I was finally able to get on your program because I know you've been asking me for years, and I think this was the right time because I think before I had a lot of projects,
Only thing
but
is I'm having
now,
glitches. Other than that.
yeah, I don't
But Oliver
know,
said
but it's all
they're
right.
not bad. So
Yeah,
that's good.
it's all
I have
right. I'm
never,
not.
this is
I mean, you still have an audience, and I'm
so.
still here, so it works out.
I don't know if you heard what I said. I said, of all the shows I have glitches, it's your show. I said, normally I don't have any problems. Everything's fine. Because at the end of the show, they always ask us to do a thumbs up or thumbs down on the show. So guess which way it's going to be today, audience? I'm just shocked because I'm gonna definitely I'm gonna do a 2 thumbs down. Then I'll send comments in. What was going on with
The glitches and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but
It's
this
okay, Mary. It's all love. These are people. The audience is your people who are always here, and some of our people that we work with and close with. It's all right. It
um,
happens. You know what I mean? We're
I
still
know,
here talking.
I know, but I still like how you want perfection. That's
I
just
know.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do want to thank you for taking time. I really do appreciate it, Lynette. I know with this movie, Rob Bass is also an executive producer, and so is Pat Stevens is another executive producer. And maybe we can bring her on at another time, and she can come on and talk about it too. And I know
Yeah.
now I don't know Rob personally, but if he wanted to come, we'd love to have him.
Child, he don't like doing interviews like that, but I talk to him. He's such an introvert. It's crazy.
Really? When he
Yeah.
stage,
If you looked at introvert in the dictionary, his face would be there. He is a true, and you wouldn't think so because he performs, but he is an introvert.
yeah. That
Yeah.
that's why I think at one time Beyonce had what was it? Sasha Fierce was her stage name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stage she turns into another person, but when she's at home, she just like what you just said. She said she's really quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
COVID for him was the best time ever. He was so happy to be home. I was the one because I'm a social butterfly. I'm a Gemini. I was like, at first I was cool, then I was going crazy being here. Him, he was good.
probably maybe because he doesn't get to stay home that often, so he loved it.
He loved it. He is an introvert. He was in his utopia that whole year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, didn't
So
Megamind was making movies during COVID, weren't they?
yeah, I was in. Yeah, we I was at. They made the initiatives, and then in August we did two movies that three. We did the series for the
Right.
initiative, the health initiatives in May. I didn't go to that though. Actually, I did go down, but I didn't get put in the movie. I was supposed to be playing a homeless person, right? But then the second Holiday Heartbreak was done in September or August of 2020, and
Right.
then we did A Rich Christmas that December.
And nobody got COVID.
Not that we know of.
No, because I
Not that we,
that was
not that we know of. Look, I didn't get COVID until we went to ABFF in 2022.
really because we were there in
Yeah,
20.
I escaped COVID and then got it at ABFF. Got back home, was sick. It was a few of us that got sick from ABFF. So
And I don't think we got sick though, but we did go to ABFF. That was in fact.
yeah, you got blessed and lucky. I got COVID that year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was hanging out with the wretched. I was fine. I was having a good old time down in Miami. Whoo-cha. And then came back home with COVID.
Well, I'll tell you. Thank you again for Lynette
You're welcome.
and we would love to have you come back again. I know that you're right now it's a calming time, but I know usually it's on fire on getting things done. But I do appreciate everything you do. I appreciate the notes you give me, and I'm taking them to heart and and making a bit. But thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. And thank you for having me. Thank you, Oliver. And I drove him crazy by not being on the call on time. My bad, but I made it.
Then we have another. Let's see. Oh, hold on. A comment from Antonio. He says, "Hi, Mary. Hi, Antonio. Nice to see you. We have to go, but thank you for coming in.
Yes, thank you.
God bless you, Lynette, and
All
we'll talk.
right. God bless you too, Mary. Thank you. Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody. Bye, bye."